Yo, what's up, guys? I'm video, and today, man, coming to you guys with the biggest winners and losers of the 2024 NBA trade deadline from today. I'm not gonna lie, man. I expected a couple of more moves from guys stand pat. Guys like DeJounte Murray, Tyus Jones, Bruce Brown, Malcolm Brogdon, they all stood pat. But there were definitely some really nice role players that were dealt that I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, that kind of moves the needle. And I'm gonna start off with the biggest winners, and then I'll go into the biggest losers. So I have three biggest winners. I'm obviously gonna start with three, and then I'll work my way up. It was really hard for me to find the third biggest winner, in my opinion. I was looking between the Thunder. They got Gordon Hayward, but I want this other team as well, as I really liked what they went ahead and did. Coming in at number three as the third biggest winner, I have the Philadelphia 76ers. They made two deals, I believe. The first deal was right at like 10:24 a.m. What was tweeted out at the Sixers went ahead and acquired Buddy Hield. Now they got Buddy Hield for Marcus Morris, Furkan Korkmaz, and 3 second-round picks. 2 second-round picks, honestly, not bad for Indiana. But I really like this move for Philly because Buddy Hield can come off your bench. He can start, give you instant offense, give you 3-point shooting. And if he doesn't work out, he's an impending free agent, so you don't have that money on the books. Right after this year for Buddy Hield is up, he will be off your books. If you want to bring him back, cool. If not, cool. But to get Buddy Hield to potentially pair in the backcourt with Tyrese Maxey, especially recently when they've had D'Anthony Melton now, he's been out for a while. Honestly, I don't know when he's going to come back. And then recently they've been started Jaden Springer. They also just traded away today for a second-round pick, even though he just started really getting minutes. And then just like, yeah, let's just trade him away to the Celtics super team for a second-round pick. But Buddy Hield, obviously, he's been really inconsistent this season with the Indiana Pacers, but Buddy Hield, when he is on, he's a damn good shooter in this league. And to pair him with Tyrese Maxey in that backcourt for now, I would guess he would be starting. I honestly really like this move for them at the shooting guard position for them. He's averaging 12, 3, and 2, 44% from the field, 38% from 3. Like I said, can start, come on your bench, and just provide the team with instant offense. In my opinion, that's a pretty good move. But yeah, all right, so coming in at number 2, I have the Dallas Mavericks. So the Dallas Mavericks, I'm a lot more high on their trade deadline because, oh my god, I did not see Dallas making not one but 2 damn good moves that I really think moved the needle. What have the Mavericks needed for a while? Bigs. What did they get this trade deadline? Bigs. How many bigs? 2 pretty damn good bigs as well, because as Rose tweeted out earlier, and I'm just like, yo, what? Like, I've always seen this rumor because apparently PJ Washington's from Dallas or some shit like that, so I always see Mavericks fans in his comments and on Twitter and in his Twitter location is always Dallas, Texas. Like, maybe some foreshadowing, but PJ Washington, if you guys didn't get that, is headed to the Dallas Mavericks. Holy shit. The Dallas Mavericks have acquired PJ Washington for a Grant Williams, Seth Curry, and a first-round pick, which Woj, I believe Shams tweeted out that it is a 2027 lightly protected first-round pick. So they get PJ Washington, put him at the 4s, and a clear upgrade over Grant Williams. Seth Curry's off your books, and a 2027 lightly protected first-round pick. You would hope in the next 3 years, Luke and Kyrie are still there. If you have Luke and Kyrie, you should not be in the lottery, so that pick really should be not really that high in the draft, unless something unforeseen happens to the Dallas Mavericks, which I really just don't hope, because that would mean a key injury or something bad really happens to their 2 best players, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving. And that was a really good move for them. The Charlotte Hornets also have just been stacking up for the pick. They got a pick from us as a Heat fan. They got our 2025, I believe, for Terry Rozier, and now they get their 2027 now from Dallas. Also is top 2 protected, like, come on. And they also are sending 2 second-round picks to the Mavericks as well for that deal. Or the Hornets are sending 2 second-round picks, so they're getting a first and they're trading away 2 seconds. Okay, I was about to say, if Dallas got 2 firsts and PJ, hold on. Actually, no, they are getting PJ and 2 firsts. Hold on, I mean 2 seconds, my bad. Not 2 firsts. 2 seconds. Honestly, I love PJ, Luka, and PJ with the pick and pop, with the pick and fade, low-key lob threat. They're underrated rebounder, and I feel like PJ Washington, we're really about to see him get an uptick in terms of his game. In Charlotte, not a lot of people watching Hornets games. PJ Washington, by the way, has like 2 40-point games this season. Imagine him with Luka Doncic playmaking, Kyrie Irving playmaking. I like that. I like that you got D Live too. Let the Mavs cook. I'm not gonna lie. Let them cook. I also just didn't mention the second guy, by the way. My fault about that. The Wizards have went ahead and made a trade. They traded away their starting center at the time, Daniel Gafford, to the Mavericks for Richaun Holmes and draft compensation as well. In my opinion, it's a really good move. I believe he would be the backup to Derek Lively. Derek Lively is really enough. Had a lot of like injuries or missed a lot of games, something like that, because at points he's just not there. And I'm just like, where's D-Live at? And I see Dwight Powell, I see Richaun Holmes, but now you have an actual solid backup big in Daniel Gafford, who's been pretty good this season with the Wizards. Obviously, one of the worst teams in the league, but not because of Daniel Gafford. Daniel Gafford's honestly been pretty good. Rebounding wise, defending, underrated shot blocking, but like he's on a playmaker as well. Really good around the rim, always one of the most efficient bigs in the league. Tied with Luka Doncic and also Kyrie Irving. In my opinion, this is a really good move for the Mavericks. They absolutely cooked, and that is why I believe they are number 2 in terms of the biggest winners. But they're not the biggest winners because a contending team today just got even better. And as a Heat fan, with this team in my conference, I'm not excited. I'm not ecstatic because they have went out and struggled. Let's just say who it is. Coming in at number 1, I have the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks today made a very, very good move. In the grand scheme of things, this is going to be pretty big come playoff time. They're already one of the best teams in the league. As I'm recording this video, the New York Knicks right now are 4th in the Eastern Conference, regular 33-18. And they are 9-10. I mean, they're 9-1 in their last 10 games with Julius Randle missing time. Like, this team is genuinely just really, really good. And they just got better as they went ahead and acquired Bojan Bogdanovic, the mid-range and three-point assassin, and Alec Burks, the guy come off your bench and provide you with instant offense. Last night's morning's video on Wednesday, he had 25 points and a double over the Kings. That was his farewell game with the Pistons. He's back in New York. He's off that bench, providing against the with the New York Knicks, already one of the best teams in basketball. Bogdanovic as well, mid-range, especially the three-point shot. He is a sniper. Jalen Brunson, the catch and shoot opportunities Bogey's gonna get, even shot creating and get to the mid-range, get into the rim, get into the three-point shot. This step he gets a threes, like, oh, it's gonna be so good. They also ended up trading away Quentin Grimes. I like Q Grimes, especially from a defensive standpoint. The three-point shot has been iffy this season, and it definitely needs to improve in terms of the shot creation. But just from a full-on game, I like Q Grimes. I like Quentin Grimes. Now you have the two Houston boys, Marcus Sasser, and also you now add on Quentin Grimes to the Detroit Pistons. Malachi Flynn. I honestly just found out Malachi Flynn was in this deal. I'm not even trolling. I made this video 9:20 p.m. I honestly did not read the name Malachi Flynn. No, that's insane. Malachi Flynn is gone. He was the third string point guard behind Jalen Brunson and Miles McBride, and then it was him. I actually really was just watching the Knicks game not too long, like maybe the last game I saw Malachi Flynn was getting admitted. So I'm like, okay, Malachi Flynn. Evan Fournier just not getting admitted. Evan Fournier has to have one of the weirdest contracts in NBA history. Like, he just signed a massive like 4-year deal, and then just didn't get play time. Like, that was just fucking weird. Ryan Arcidiacono, the Villanova boy, to break up the Villanova trio, or I'm not calling that shit a foursome, bro. Y'all ain't clipping me, bro. Hell no. Jalen Brunson, Anthony DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, formerly Ryan Arcidiacono. So they have their own podcast, and they're having Mikal Bridges on our podcast. Imagine they get Mikal Bridges too. Villanova boys gonna go crazy. The Providence Friars fan, man. They literally just fucking dismantled with Kyle Neptune at helm coaching that team. Like, oh, come on, bro. So that's why I have the Knicks right now being the number 1. That deal right there. When I saw it was the Knicks against Alec Burks, I'm like, okay, cool. But I'm really high on Bojan Bogdanovic come off the bench provide you with his offense. I think the shot lineup really, in my opinion, is going to be Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, and Isaiah Hartenstein. I saw somebody I know on Twitter, they had commented that they might start Bojan for spacing, but I don't know. The way Dante's been playing at both ends of the ball, I don't know if he's going to come off the bench. I don't know though, but even if, let's say he does start, Bogey does, it's Brunson, it's OG, it's Bogey, it's Randle, it's iHeart, and so obviously Mitchell Robinson comes back. But the Knicks, in my opinion, they're the biggest winner of the trade deadline. Leon Rose and company absolutely cooked. As a Heat fan, the admiration I have with Jalen Brunson in particular, watching him dismantle my team last season, the Knicks, they just got even better, and I'm not looking forward to that because Miami Heat made a grand total of 0 moves in straight headline. Clap it up for the Miami, ladies and gentlemen. Sleeping power rally once again. Don't worry though, we're on the buyout market. Robin Lopez, Danilo Gallinari, welcome to Miami. Yes, sir. Trolling aside, let's head on to the biggest losers of the 2024 NBA trade deadline. Starting it off at number 3, I have the Golden State Warriors. So we had a grand total of 1 move, and the player they traded got waived because the Warriors went ahead and traded away Corey Joseph to the Pacers for a 2nd round pick. So they really just got a free 2nd round pick, and the Pacers like almost immediately just went ahead and waived them. Like, that was interesting, to be honest. You could have gotten some more off, and I saw there were a couple of rumors for a couple of players as well that I'll mention, but they didn't end up pulling the trigger and didn't end up getting those players. One of those guys was Alex Caruso, who I know a couple years ago we saw a clip of Steve Kerr talking about Alex Caruso, maybe like trying to team up on the Golden State Warriors. Well, there you know, they actually made an offer for Alex Caruso, and they were actually talking about him. But the Chicago Bulls, they might be on methamphetamines. AK might be on methamphetamines. That man said, we want Jonathan Kuminga for Alex Caruso. Like, according to this report, that was rebuffed, and the Bulls made clear in talks with teams that they didn't want to trade Caruso, especially for a package on perhaps other young pieces like Moses Moody. So they literally said, fuck Moses Moody. I want Jonathan Kuminga, one of the rising stars in this league right now currently, for Alex Caruso. And then I also saw that the Warriors discussed a deal for both Caruso and Bogdan Bogdanovic as well. Bojan, my bad, not Bogdan. Bojan is down with the Knicks. Bogdan is down with the Hawks. Shout out to Bogdan, by the way. Definitely up there for 6th man of the year. Been an absolute bucket this year. But the offer that the Knicks gave for Bojan honestly wasn't really insane. I mean, I guess they got Quentin Grimes back. I like you, Grimes. Don't get it twisted. You got that money of Evan Fournier off your books. Yo, salute. I fuck with that. But you needed to get a bench score at the very least. I don't know if you had enough for Caruso. The way they were talking, they were like, you need 2 first-round picks, man. Like, whew. We'll get into the Bulls next. Actually, not next. We'll get into them in a little bit. But the Warriors been disappointing. They're currently sitting right now with a record of 23-25. It's probably win the Bulls game tonight. I was watching against the Pacers, potentially making up 24-25. But those two would be 11th behind the Utah Jazz, and that is why they were my number 3 spot. Didn't make moves really whatsoever. I mean, I don't know what they're doing. They're obviously not playing well this season. You could have very least gotten a guy like a Bogdanovic. I mean, get a bench scorer. Why don't you I'm gonna get like a guy like a Alec Burks, or maybe get a backup. Maybe not a backup, but I do like TJD. But on to the next one. Coming in at number 2, I have the Los Angeles Lakers, who today had a grand total of 0 moves. But don't worry, because there's a rumor that just came out right before. Actually, before that, we saw Chris Haynes report talking about how the Lakers probably are setting pat. They're looking to acquire a star player with 3 first-round picks. You're not getting out of Mitchell. So he felt I had that same dream about getting out of Mitchell. The Cavs right now one of the best teams in basketball. They're not trading him to the LA Lakers in particular because there was such a thing as called the LA Lakers tag. As a Yankees fan, we have the Yankees tag. With the Lakers and the NBA, you guys have the Lakers tags. According to a Lakers source in the current roster, they said, quote unquote, we like our team. Like, they're saying that Jared Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent are their trade acquisitions coming back from injuries. Like, Lakers might be a cooked product. Well, LeBron's hurt or not, he's not getting any older. I mean, he's not getting any younger. AD has been phenomenal. He's been playing a lot of games out to AD, but apparently their whale is Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie was cut today and waived after being acquired from the Raptors, and they swapped basically for Dennis Schroeder and some other couple of things as well, not anything too major. He was waived today by the Raptors, and apparently the Lakers are one of the teams that are also showing interest in Dinwiddie, as well as the Mavericks, the Pelicans, and the Sixers as well. The Lakers, you make no moves. There's definitely holes you need to fill with this roster. You could have used the contract, especially guys like D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, and some other, maybe not all your first round picks, maybe at least one of them. I mean, I don't know. Maybe to keep that for the future. Could have at least traded like Rui and D'Lo for maybe not a major, maybe but a little marginal upgrade. I don't know though. All right, so coming in at number one, my opinion, the team that had the worst trade deadline, I mentioned earlier as well, it is the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls are in purgatory. The Chicago Bulls are in mediocrity. They're not good enough to make it far in the playoffs, but they're not bad enough to get a top pick. They are literally in purgatory. They are literally in mediocrity. And if I was a Bulls fan, I mean, I would just be down terrible. The Bulls still have the best attendance rate in the NBA. Shout out to Kenny, aka King of the Fourth Quarter. He actually mentioned, I was watching him, and he mentioned that what's it called? Just saw that Miles Garrett won DPOY. Crazy. TJ Watt, but NFL, by the way. But he was talking about how the Bulls have the most seats in terms of like attendance and like that. So that makes up for they have the most attendance because they have the ability to sell more seats than anybody in the NBA. But Bulls fans still pack it out. They still get sellouts and stuff like that. Chicago is one of the biggest sports markets in the world. You got them. You got the Cubs in particular. White Sox is not a real franchise, unfortunately, for any White Sox fans out there. Out to Chicago Sky, they want to trip out too long ago in the blackout. Yeah, y'all got kind of Bedard. Hold on, you might be cooking. You might be cooking, okay? But hold on, they have the most seats, so it's obviously makes sense why they can go ahead and have a large attendance rate. But they went out today, made no moves. They're mediocrity. How is DeMar DeRozan still on his team? He's an impending free agent. How is Andre Drummond still on his team? He's an impending free agent. You could have gotten at least 2 second-round picks for him. By the way, second-round picks, I'm not gonna lie, they might be the new wave, to be honest. Let me see a lot of these role players, other players will come out of being prior second-round picks, so let them cook. But the Bulls apparently, the conflicted rumor I saw that the Bulls have made Alex Caruso untouchable. Like, you could get at minimum a first and another player as well, maybe even a young player for Caruso. You're like, no. Like, are you mentally sane? Arturis Karnisovas, are you like mentally sane? The Chicago Bulls have not made a trade for a player since August 2021. Like, give Kobe White the keys. You should have traded DeMar. You should have traded, which you obviously can't trade LaVine. Some people say LaVine took that surgery, season-ending surgery, so he doesn't go to the Pistons. Like, that is sad if he actually true. If that's true, but that is sad. I mean, that's a worse situation. But my God, according to Arturis Karnisovas, I believe the GM of the Bulls, if I'm not mistaken, he said, and I quote, "This team is very competitive in every game, and we have aspirations to compete for the playoffs." Like, yeah, they'll be a fun, little, cool playing team. They're one of the best mid teams in the league. I met SP the other day when they made a comeback against the Timberwolves. By the way, phenomenal win for them. They're like them and the Jazz, like the best like mid teams in the league. The Jazz have a star player in the all-star caliber player in Larry Markin. You guys have Kobe White. Shout out to Kobe White. MIP probably right now, but he's not a star just yet. He's a riser. Don't get it twisted. Kobe White's a bucket, but they have a star player that can lead them to maybe some playoff success. I know you have DeRozan. He's a good mid-range shooter, but should have been gone. Let's be honest. And Vucevic is doing like 27% from 3 this season. Like, what happened to the game I love, man? Other rumor, the Bulls ownership was prepared to approve a rebuild, but Vice President Arturis Karnisovas chose not to proceed in that direction, instead opted to maintain the current roster. He's back in purgatory. He's back in mediocrity. What is with the Bulls not willing to rebuild? Lonzo Ball is not currently playing the game of basketball. Trade DeMar, build around Kobe White, get a higher pick, pair that with Kobe White. Hopefully Patrick Williams can pan out for y'all after definitely improving this season than he was compared to last season. It's Julian Phillips, Dalen Terry, play these young guys, trade Drummond, trade DeMar. But no, I want to stay in mediocrity. Arturis Karnisovas, are you mentally sane? I don't fucking get it. All right, so the last report was that the Chicago Bulls want to keep DeMar DeRozan long term. DeMar DeRozan, is he not like 34 years old? He's no longer an all-star. He's no longer a all-NBA this season at least. You're going to give him probably like a 3 or 4 year deal, play him to his age 37 or age 38 season. and just stay in mediocrity. Don't get it twisted. DeMar DeRozan is still a bucket. The guy can give you 20 plus on any given night. I believe he's having 20 plus for the like 11th season in a row. Shout out to DeMar. Very underrated guy. Can get to the rim, can get to the rim. Be shooting a lot more threes this season as well. Just an all-around really good player. But with all due respect to DeMar DeRozan, I mean, the Bulls they're supposed to be rebuilding, and he's just like there to take his shots and things like that. Like, imagine if his shots were going to younger guys, you can go and develop them. Not a shot to DeMar. DeMar DeRozan is still a good player. I would take him on my team. I mean, maybe not on my team because I'm a Miami Heat fan, and we got Jimmy and Bam. So, I mean, shout out to Jimmy, shooting like 44% from three somehow. So, shout out to the Chris Brickley, NBA 2K Go, and IRO shooting coach GOAT. Shooting really good from three, but Bam doesn't shoot threes at all. Imagine a three-base player not being able to shoot threes consistently. That'd be pretty tough. I mean, Jimmy's shooting good percent, but for all of this, I'm not shooting Jimmy Butler like a 44% three-point shooter, and that's just facts. Just trying to go 50, 40, 90, but hey, I don't know about that one. Hopefully, though. Hey, hopefully, but hey, let's calm the brakes. Let's just chill out. Let's just chill out. So, by the way, shout out to the as well for the NFL news. Shout out to the Texans. They got the NFL Rookie Offensive Rookie of the Year and the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson. Shout out to them. That's Ohio State and Bama. Shout out and salute, man. Shout out, salute. But that, in my opinion, is the top 3 biggest winners and losers of the 2023 NBA trade deadline. I'm going to go ahead and edit this video, get this video up for you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys did enjoy that. But in my opinion, that was my biggest winners and losers. If I missed anything as well, go ahead and comment that down below. Who are you guys' biggest winners and losers of the 2023 NBA 2024 NBA trade deadline? Like I said, I mentioned the Thunder earlier as a little honorable mention. I'd like to pick up Gordon Hayward, get Bertans off your books. If Gordon Hayward is healthy, it's a nice little 6-man off your bench. Trey Mann, I like his opportunity with the Hornets. Good move in my opinion. Good move in my opinion. But he's also does have a 50% trade kick. I believe it's like 36.5 instead of 31.5. But hey, y'all got money to spend. That's 31.6 or 31.5, however that works off your books. Inspiring money. Let Sam Presti cook. Let him cook. Thunder have been so good this year, man. Whew, I did not expect that whatsoever. I'm looking at this. I did not expect that shit whatsoever. But other than that, yo, that is a video. Make sure to go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. Your boy John. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.